Good morning, Soul Tribe. Today is Friday, August the 11th, and I want to welcome everyone who's joining us, and I want to welcome those who are going to watch later. We're beginning our morning broadcast today with our first three cards, which is the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and our old friend, the Lovers. Now, as I'm sitting here waiting to come online in meditation, Spirit is showing me a very powerful story, a very amazing story, and I want to share that story with all of you. Now, in the Two of Pentacles, if you notice right here in the corner of the card, there's an energy that's moving. There's an energy that's shifting. This energy is pushing things out and bringing things in. There is a shift, a very powerful energy here, like a hurricane or a summer thunderstorm that's pushing this negative energy away from the Two of Pentacles. There is a balancing act that's going on here. And as this energy moves out, the power of infinity, the universal energy, is coming in to balance everything. This is a balance of not just material goods, but spiritual energy, emotional energy, mental energy. All of the energies that are happening in this card are being balanced by Spirit. And there is a cycle here of two. A cycle ending, a cycle beginning. And in the center, if you notice, our little crow is in the position of our card yesterday of the Hanged Man. That cord has been cut. And the Hanged Man, the energy of the Hanged Man, has been freed. So there's a balancing act going on here. But this crow is rising to the top of this symbol, which means that this energy is becoming more and more powerful, more and more energetically connected. There is a positive power here that is rising. And Spirit is telling me that out of these two pentacles, this pentacle at the top represents the Ace of Pentacles, rising in this power, in this energy. Now, there's a very powerful force at work in our next card. Taurus, our bull, has been replaced by the ram, by Aries. And Spirit just showed me something. I'm going to turn this card to the side because there's something I want you to see. Right here is a ram parting the clouds. The energy of Aries is pushing those clouds apart. And there is power and fire flowing in through Leo. And Aries is the force working with Leo, pushing that pathway open. Right here is our ram, right there beside that sword. That's a ram. And Spirit said, look at the top of the card. There he is looking at us. There's our brother, the ram, pushing this energy apart, pushing that pathway open further and further and further. And the energy and the power of the Ace of Swords that's coming through is the energy that he's moving. He's parting this pathway, opening this pathway for this power of Leo to flow, the fire of creation. The energy of the universe is flowing faster and faster through the Ace of Swords. And right here, this rose represents our spirit, our heart being healed, being brought into to a place of balance. An energy has moved, has shifted, and he's pushed, Aries has pushed these clouds apart and parted that storm so that that power of Leo can flow. And right here in the Lovers is the same heart represented by the rose in the Ace of Swords. That is a healed heart. That is no longer a broken heart. That is a heart that is being presented to us, our own heart, healed and whole, coming into the power of self-love, self-awareness, and self-realization. And the power of the Lovers is the energy that the Ace of Swords is bringing. It's bringing a peace and a tranquility and a settledness into this card so that our hearts are healed. That toxic energy of the past has been transformed from venom, and Spirit just told me this. Right here beside this moon is a honeycomb. The sweetness and the energy of Spirit has transformed that toxic energy into sweetness, into honey, into beautiful nectar, and it's flowing through the power and the energy of Leo, through the sun. And right here is our cycle of two. There was poison, there was toxic energy, which has been transformed and changed within this lunar cycle, and now that toxic energy has become sweet. It's become nectar. It's become spiritual honey. That is what Spirit just said to me. And on this altar, Soul Tribe, we have laid our burdens down and given them to Spirit. We have laid our hearts on the altar of Spirit and said, here I am, ready, willing, and open to receive the future that belongs to me. I am willing and I am open and I am ready to receive a new future. I'm tired of the toxicity of the past. I'm tired of the poison. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of the anger. I'm tired of the resentment. I need to be transformed. And Spirit is doing exactly that in this card. Exactly that in this card. Transforming and changing that toxic energy to spiritual nectar. And feeding it to our heart to heal our heart. That honey and that sweetness is pouring through this portal. And Aries is assisting in opening the gateway and the pathway to let that energy flow. Now, I'm going to move on to the Shadowscapes Tarot. And I want to see where we're headed. Give me a moment to sit and ask Spirit, where are we going? Spirit is saying shuffle 4 times. All right, I feel the energy building. And Spirit is saying draw the 17th card. Wow. Surprise. Spirit is saying draw the 3rd card. surprise. And Spirit is saying, draw the 15th card. Surprise. Gonna have to wait, Soul Tribe. All right, crossing our 2 of Pentacles is the 5 of Pentacles. Now you saw me shuffle. It's not a trick. The Ace of Pentacles is right there, affirming itself. This is the energy that's rising in the 2 of Pentacles, the Ace, right there. And the same transformational process that has happened. Our little chameleon has changed from the lizard to the butterfly. That is a transformation. That is a power and an energy of freedom. We are no longer in stasis. We are no longer dreaming. We are awake. And here's our little butterfly flying to the Ace of Pentacles, which is revealing itself 2 times in this card. Now I want you to see this. The 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, right there. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles crowning us, right there. Within the Wheel of Fortune, right there. Right there. And there is a very powerful energy coming into this card. I want you to notice something. Right here, the heart in the Lovers is right there. It's right there in that symbol. The same heart that is healed. The same power, the same energy. And the 9 of Cups is our fulfillment. Right there. The energy is flowing into this beautiful card. And this beautiful goddess, this beautiful maiden, this mermaid is presenting us with the Ace of Cups. Right there, the golden chalice. The fulfillment of the Ace of Pentacles. Right there in the Ace of Cups. All of this beautiful energy is prosperity and abundance that is flowing in to the Ace of Pentacles. Flowing into the Ace of Cups, excuse me, through the Ace of Pentacles. Through the Ace of Pentacles. And forgive me for skipping ahead. All right, here we are, Soul Tribe. Surprise, surprise. The Chariot. We're moving on. We're moving into the energy of the Ace of Pentacles right here. Right there. And let me move my finger so you can see the card. My big old hand blocking the card. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. Our beautiful Chariot is moving us on. Moving us into the Ace of Pentacles right there. We're on our Chariot and we're moving on. And the power of Aquarius is coming in to fuel that move. To wash away the energy of this toxic nonsense and bring us where we should be. Bring us into harmony and bring us into balance. And bring us to a new destination. Right there. In the clouds is our spiritual destination. There's our home. We're leaving behind an energy and we're moving to another. And right here, our unicorns are telling our warrior, we're on our way. We cannot wait. We've got to go. That's the universe speaking to us, that this transformation is happening with the power of the Lovers. This is what we're headed toward. Right here. This is what we're moving into. The power and the energy of healing. The power and energy of abundance. Coming in through the Ace of Cups. Manifested by the Ace of Pentacles. These 3 cards are very, very powerfully connected to each other. And this story is ongoing. But let's move on to the Gilded Tarot and see where we're headed, where our chariot is taking us. And I'm going to sit for a moment. Spirit is saying shuffle twice and draw the 11th card. The 11th card is our first card. And there's 2. Surprise. We had a new chick born this morning. That's what you're hearing in the background. A beautiful rebirth. There's our sign right there. Spirit is saying 16. Let me make sure I've got this right. Give me a moment. Yes, I see it. Not only do I see it, I feel it. And 9. Wow. Okay. Crossing our 9 of Cups is the Hanged Man from yesterday. These chains are being broken by the power of Leo, by the power of the sun. The energy of purification, the energy of freedom is coming through this portal, the Lion's Gate portal. Now, I want to explain something to you. The Lion's Gate portal is not a joke. It is a very serious, very powerful energy that's coming in to bring the energy of Leo, the energy of the sun, and it's breaking these chains. It is breaking the chains of the tower. We are being freed, Soul Tribe, from the tower by the power of the sun. This is done. This is finished. This is over. We are free of the tower. Once and for all, we're done. Once and for all, we're done, because justice has arrived through judgment to end this cycle. Now, I want to explain something to you for a moment, and I want you to carefully bear with me and listen to this message. This balancing act that is happening, judgment is the very power that is bringing this balance to life. This is judgment's gift. Justice, that is her gift, bringing this balance in this card. Because the tower was where the energy of the devil had trapped us. The energy of the devil is the very power of darkness which bound us with these chains. And she arrived to break them. She arrived, commanded by Leo, to break these chains, to break that power and set us free. And she is the one who is ending the energy and the pain and the suffering of the tower. She is coming, and on her trumpet, she is heralding and speaking to us of a journey, moving out of the energy of the tower. These chains, which bound us in the tower, are now broken by judgment. The universe has deemed us worthy to move on. To move on. So the Divine Tarot is going to tell us a little bit more about where we're going. And what I want to ask Spirit is, what is it we need to know about judgment and the Tower and the Hanged Man? Wow. Spirit is saying, shuffle once, and then draw the 13th card again. Okay. Surprise. Spirit is saying 4. And Spirit is saying 11. Wow. Okay. Here we go, Soul Tribe. Crossing the Hanged Man is the 8 of Wands. And right here, our beautiful Wheel of Fortune is appearing through that portal. The energy of the sun is flowing through. And all of these wands are bringing this energy and this power. But I want you to notice something. In the foreground is a very prominent wand. That is the Ace of Wands. Coming into this card to herald a new energy. Flowing in through that portal. Through that doorway. That is the power and the energy that is breaking the chains. And the reason that I say that is because our Father, Leo, has brought the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is clearing the way for this energy to flow. This is a very powerful, powerful card. And I want you to notice something. Right here is the Divine Pyramid of Power. And it sits inside the Wheel of Fortune. And right here is the same symbol in the hilt of the sword, the Pyramid of Power. Bringing that energy in to break these chains and let the energy flow through the 8 of Wands. And right here, we are Spirit is working to bring us the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit is creating the Ace of Pentacles. Right there, sitting on that table, is the Ace of Pentacles. The same ace that we just received. And the energy of the Lovers is directly behind him. 2. 1 and 2. And there's the ace on the table. Right there. Spirit just said to me, I'm working on your behalf to create the Ace of Pentacles in your life. In your life. So don't be afraid. Don't be worried. It's a coming, Soul Tribe. Right there. Right there. Spirit is creating it. But let's move on to the Sacred Circle Tarot and see where we're going. Let me clear my energy for a moment and ask Spirit, what do we need to know? Spirit is saying, draw the 5th card. Don't shuffle. Okay. 11. And 6. Wow. Okay. All right. So the bondage of the tower is what this card is speaking about. But there is the Ace of Swords right there that we just received. It crowns these swords. It crowns them. It is not in a position of battle. It is in a position of rest, of energy. There was bondage. There was bondage in this card. This speaks about the chains that the Ace of Swords has brought. This speaks about the energy. This speaks about the energy of the Ace of Swords. Right there. It speaks to us right here of that powerful energy that has freed us. That has freed us from the Hanged Man. And the reason that I say that is because the magician has appeared. The shaman. The shaman. It has appeared right there. And the power of the magician is creating an alchemy, and he's holding the Ace of Wands. Right there. He's holding it in his hand. And here is the powerful energy of the lovers. 1 and 2. Right there. 1 and 2. So, the power of the Two of Cups has come in to bring the energy and the power of the lovers through the magician to end the bondage of the tower. So, there is a powerful energy at work here of healing. And right here, between these two cups, is a face. That is justice. That is judgment. Bringing that energy in. Bringing it in. So, we have one more deck to go. And let's see where our druids are going to take us. Wow. Spirit is saying don't shuffle. And draw the 18th card. Wow. Draw the 15th card. A very high number. 19. Wow. Wow. All right. Crossing bondage is the 8 of Wands. right here. Here we go again, Soul Tribe. And I don't think I have to explain this card because I already have. But it affirms the Eight of Wands again. And the message is that that energy is flowing. Spirit has thrown the Ace of Wands in our direction and pierced the energy and opened the pathway and the portal for the Eight of Wands to send that energy through. And it has ended the power and the energy of the Tower. It's over. It's done because the Ace of Cups has arrived. Right there, the card that we received yesterday has come back today. And that beautiful energy is flowing, because the lunar cycle is done. The lunar cycle is done in the moon. Right there. Right there, the energy has ended. And there is the waning moon, passing, ending this cycle and beginning this cycle. Look at the water flowing, the energy flowing. That is the power of Aquarius at work, filling this cup, filling it to the brim, to the point that it is overflowing. And the energy of the lovers and the balance of the Two of Pentacles is causing this to happen. That right there is our last card. And that is our blessing. That is our promise of Spirit that it is coming through. I want y'all to grab onto this card today. And I want you to just meditate on it, think about it, absorb it, claim it as your own, because it is. It is your gift from Spirit. It is our gift from Spirit, ending this cycle. Now there is a message that Spirit wants me to convey to all of you. And the energy and the power of this message is for us all. All right? In the Chariot card, there's our little crab. You see it? There's our little crab right there. Right there on the shoreline. That tiny little crab right there is the same crab in the Chariot. This is what we're moving out of, Soul Tribe. We're moving out of the energy of the moon. And Spirit's message to us all is, which wolf will you feed? Will you feed the negative energy of the dark wolf? Will you stay where you are in pessimism and doubt and fear? Or will you come into the energy of purity, sanctity, and balance and harmony and healing? Because that is the wolf you need to be feeding. That energy, that positive affirmation, is the white wolf waiting for you to feed it. Take the power and the energy of negativity, change it and exchange it for positive affirmation, and your white wolf will win the battle. Your white wolf will win, and your dark wolf will vanish. That is what Spirit just told me. So, we're coming into a very powerful energy. We're coming into a great deal of change. We're coming into a great deal of transition. And this is what I want to leave you with. One card. Spirit just said one card. Draw for them a message. And I'm making sure that I have my cards correct, so that I don't get them all mixed up. And bear with me as I exchange these cards. Spirit is saying, one deck, one card. Spirit, what is it that you want to show us? What do we need to know? Spirit is saying, go to the 18th card and you'll know. And we do. Spirit is affirming the Two of Pentacles. Right here. Our very first card this morning is coming back to affirm itself. We're not juggling things anymore. Our little monkey sitting there is showing us we need to lighten up and relax. While this balancing act is happening, we need to balance ourselves. We need to come into a place of peaceful harmony. We need to stop stressing out about the tiny little things that are going on in our world. We need to relax. We need to lighten up. We need to have the power and duality of energy to exchange the negative for the positive. That is the balancing act that Spirit is speaking about. That is the words coming out of our mouth. That is the thoughts coming out of our mind. That is the energy and the power of this shift from one energy to another. But they're both the Ace of Pentacles. And they're coming into alignment. These pentacles are coming together. Two are about to be made one. They won't be separated anymore, Soul Tribe, because the power and the energy of the sun is between them, bringing them together. Two will become one. Two will become one. And this powerful energy that's happening is bringing in a metamorphosis. Right here in our Nine of Pentacles is our little lizard. One energy has passed, and he's asleep. He's in that chrysalis asleep. And while this balancing act is happening, Spirit is saying, be still. Rest, wait, heal, and know that all this change that's happening, you don't have to be afraid of it. You don't have to be frightened of it. It's happening to heal you. It's happening to help you to move on. You're resting and you're healing before you get on your chariot to move on. So that is the message that I want to leave you with today. And I also want to tell all of you that this morning, as I'm sitting in the chair, there is a great deal of energy pouring through the Lionsgate portal. And it is supposedly ending tomorrow. But Spirit spoke to me and said, don't worry about that, because other portals are opening as well. And as that portal solidifies and concentrates the energy and brings two pentacles into one, other portals are opening to bring in different energies. So we don't have to be afraid, because the universe has got our back. The universe has got our back. And the two pentacles will very soon be one. And it will be the Ace of Pentacles for all of us. I want to send my love to you. I want to encourage you all to choose a number, if you will, between 1 and 20. If you have a question regarding anything that we've drawn, or any of the cards themselves, or you have a personal question, please feel free to post your question in the comment section, and we will pull cards specifically for you. I want to wish you all a beautiful day, and have a gorgeous weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.